Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to Better Body Fitness. I am Coach Roxanne, and you are joining me live on Coffee Talk today. It's a little dreary out here in Wisconsin. We're gonna have a stormy day today, but that's okay. We need the rain. It is what it is. We'll get through it, right? What choice do we have? What choice do we have? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Coffee, I don't even know if you can see, the coffee is going down fast today. Frenda's in the house. Marsha, good morning. Hootsek, hello. Ashley, good morning. Deanna, good morning. I love it. All right, vaccinator. We need to come up now with a new name. A new name. What is it in your job that you do? Is there anything we can tack on nater to that? Nurse and Nater. Sue, good morning. Julie, good morning. Michelle, good morning. Coach, good morning, my friend. Nicole, good morning. Kimberly, good morning. Happy Blur's Day. I love it. Isn't it crazy to think that next weekend is the 4th of July weekend? I feel like time, I think we said, I don't know, during COVID, I still felt like time was flying, but it's like, man, you can't even blink. We just celebrated Memorial Day. Now we're going to celebrate July 4th. Then we have Labor Day, and then it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. And I know that you're like, no, Roxanne, don't do it. But it's just so crazy how time is flying so fast. You just really have to grab every moment and be present in it to really appreciate everything that's happening. Lisa, good morning. Corey, good morning, Coach. Good morning, my friends. I love it. I love it. Amber, I'm sure Deanna will think of something. All right, Deanna, that's your. Well, we maybe need some details on what you do. Do you draw blood? Do you take blood pressures? What is it you do? Are you the blood pressionator? Hootsek, going to fill up my water cup after working out and bumped my coffee cup, knocking it over onto Bella's head. Coffee everywhere. Oh no. That's the worst. Chuck the other day, this is so funny. So we get our coffee ready the night before. We put the timer on so it's ready to brew. It was one of the nights where, it has been HE double hockey sticks around here because of the fireworks and the pitbull having, it's better now. I'll tell you how in a moment. But anyway, so one of the nights that was heck, he got up in the morning and realized that he had filled the water all the way to the top, but only put it half the grounds in for a half a pot. So he had to wait for it to brew, had to dump it out. We're trying to make Keurig cups while that's happening. Hot coffee on the white dog's head. Poor baby. Kim, good morning. So that was a nightmare. But anyway, so the past 2 nights, we've finally gotten some peace. Here's how we did it. So the pit bull has to sleep in a kennel out in the hallway. Otherwise, she's trying to get in bed with us all night. So she was up until 2 nights ago, she was pounding on her kennel and crying because of the fireworks. We got a huge industrial fan. It's not huge, but it's a big industrial fan. We plugged it in near her, not so that it's blowing on her, but that the noise of it is so loud that she can't hear the fireworks. It's worked. We've actually gotten 2 nights worth of sleep. Hallelujah! Amen! We needed it. We needed it. Carrie, good morning, beautiful. Right back at you. Beth, good morning again. I love it. So finally, we didn't get good sleep. I should show you my sleep scores all last week. It has been absolutely nutty. Beth, good morning again. I love it. Who else? Did I miss anybody? Stacy, good morning. Amber, I draw blood pressure, triage, and health coaching. All right. How about the triageinator? We'll come up with something. Ditterville, good morning. All right. It's time to get serious, but I'm not going to get as serious as I have been. Like yesterday, if you joined me, we took a deep breath, we took it down a notch, and we're just kind of talking about how we ended up where we're at. So today still had the same title. Lori, happy Thursday, Blur's Day. This house is a prison on planet BS in the galaxy of, and then we just don't say the rest because it's inappropriate. But part 2, today is part 2. So recap of yesterday, living a healthy lifestyle should not be a prison sentence. So how did we get there? We've been brought up in a world where the norm is processed foods and alcohol and drugs. Like that's the norm. when we stop doing those things. And I've heard a lot of it. Like, we get the looks in the comments from our friends. How did we get here? That's kind of where I want to get to. You know, we've been really passionate about what to do to get to a certain goal, but I want to dig a little bit deeper on that today too. You know, we've been brought up to believe that because healthy food is more expensive, that eating healthy is wrong, or somehow that we're getting gypped. I don't, where did that thought process ever come from? Why should it be healthier to eat? Why should it be cheaper to eat healthier? Think about all that it takes that goes into growing healthy foods. Why would we think that's any cheaper than the processed meats or fries or things like that we're eating? Why do we think we're getting ripped off because it's more expensive to eat healthier? But that leads me into another thought we had. So our program is $100 a month. Like, there's no secret. That's what it is. Every month we get people who say, when they're coming on as new members, I've never spent this kind of money on myself, or I've never paid this much money for a program. And to me, I was there 20 years ago, but it blows my mind. Our program is $3.50 a day. $3.50. Now, a lot of times we go into it with the mindset of, I'm paying for a workout. If that's all you're doing, is it worth $3.50 a day? I'd still like to think so. But above and beyond that, you're getting 2 coaches who are there for you every single day. You're getting recipes just about every single day. You're getting the support of 300 members every single day. Like, you are getting so much more, but yet we think it's crazy that we're going to spend that kind of money on ourselves, on our longevity of life, on our health. Yesterday, we talked about how much money when we're sick we spend going to the doctor. And I used to go to the doctor at least once a month because I was just sick. I was sick, I was overweight, I was filling my body with poisons and not even realizing it. Do you know? And then I hired a personal trainer. I'm not even going to tell you how much I paid her, but it was worth it. It was worth it. She helped me realize so many things. I went from a personal trainer to a gym. I've paid everything from $10 a month to $100 a month. It all is on what you feel like you need to get out of a program. Yes, coach?
Tell them, because it's important.
Tell them what? How much?
Tell them how much you spent on your trainer.
Tell them how much I spent on my trainer. Oh Lord, it was hundreds of dollars. It was
hundreds of dollars.
It was at the end it was thousands. It was hundreds a month. It was thousands of dollars. But I had to do that to get myself to where I am today. There is your health is priceless. It's priceless, but we don't look at it like that. The second we look at spending money, but it's funny when I say spending money on ourselves, I only mean in this kind of realm, because tell me you don't spend money on yourselves on alcohol, on energy drinks, on ice cream, on crazy foods that aren't going to get you to your goal. Like, we spend money, but we don't really put the equivalent towards our health on that money. Only when we're looking at a fitness program do we look at the equivalent of what we're spending on ourselves. How did we get here? How did we get here? Some of it is because we didn't see our parents doing this, right? I didn't see my parents spending money on their health. And to this day, I don't. And do I wish they would have? More than anything. More than anything, I wish they would have, and I still wish they would, because I want to keep them around as long as possible. Is that going to, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. My siblings, I wish that they would invest in their health. It hasn't happened yet. Do I wish it would? Yes, because I would love to have them around forever. Where did we start to think that spending money on ourselves is not money well spent? You know what it really is? We're afraid to invest because we don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe we'll be consistent. We don't believe we'll take advantage of everything that's offered. I've seen it happen for years. I've seen people invest money in programs. I've seen people do challenges and then decide to join and never do anything from that moment on. And it breaks my heart. I don't want to take somebody's money who doesn't want to better the longevity of their life. I want the best for you. Julie said, best money I've ever spent. And that's the mindset we have to get on. The best money I've ever spent, the money that's going to help me live a long, healthy life. So I started thinking about, Deanna, you said it, our health is an investment. Yes, not an expense. When you really, I've said to people, and I probably stopped, because at some point in time, I'm not here to tell you that what we have is right for I'm not here to convince you that this is the best for you. You have to believe that for yourselves. But when you really start to audit where your money goes, I will bet $1 million that you are spending more than $100, probably 2 or 3 times over, doing things that are not investments to your health. Do they make you happy? I don't know. Maybe in the moment, but I know for a lot of you, not the next day. Not when you get on the scale, not when you put on the pants, not when you wake up feeling hungover, whether it's from alcohol or sugar. I know this because I read it over and over and over again. Beth, my parents' health is exactly why I'm in BBF, right? If we don't invest it's crazy. We invest thousands of dollars in our children to be in different kinds of activities, right? What do they see you investing in for yourself? We talked about this yesterday in regards to food and fast food. What do they see you investing in? What do they see you prioritizing? You might think you are doing them a great service by putting them in all of these sports. They're going to follow in your footprints. I guarantee it. They're going to follow in your footprints. Whatever they see is what they're most likely going to do. Do they see you smoking and drinking? They're probably going to smoke and drink. Or do they see you exercising and eating healthy and getting out there, moving, laughing, having fun? They are going to follow in your footsteps. You are leaving a legacy. What legacy are you leaving them? Lord, we are worth the investment in ourselves. Medication is so expensive and longevity is priceless. Yes. All right, we're going to go on here. So I started to think, why were we hitting things so hard? A couple people last Friday said, oh, I love your guys' passion. And then on Monday and Tuesday, I kept saying, now this is going to sting. But I kept thinking after I did the message on Tuesday, I just didn't have a good feeling inside. How did I get here? This is how we got there. 9 times out of 10, it's prompted by something I've read on Facebook. But it's because somebody thinks that their results, AKA their weight or their size, should be further along. Again, how did we get here? How did we get to a place where we believed just because we started eating healthier foods and working out that we were guaranteed some sort of weight loss or some sort of size? Like, where is the guarantee? Where is the guarantee? Where does that come from? I know that's why we start to do it, but where did that come from? Why don't we just eat healthy and move our bodies thinking that in 20 years from now, I still want to be able to do that? Why does it become, I say we don't want to put ourselves in a box, but we've put ourselves in a box of, if I don't get this result by eating healthy and working out, I'm not going to do it anymore. How did we get here? Why is this? Is there a promise out there? Is there a promise out there that, for rapid weight loss that's going to last a lifetime? No. And there's actually the opposite of it. Anytime anybody in the world has anything that provides rapid weight loss, I'm going to put my money on it that the second they stop doing it, they're going to gain rapid weight plus more and then struggle to get it off again. It's all these fad diets. I know keto is a big thing, and I'm not going to cut down anybody doing keto, but keto is a great example. If you're ever thinking about doing it or you really dig into the science of it, people have rapid weight loss the first and second week of doing it because of the high fat is flushing out the water from the fat cells, which makes them shrink. And then, of course, we lose water weight. We aren't really losing body fat, but I've seen people say, I'll take it, because they're only basing that result on the scale. Now, if you can do keto and you can do it healthy and you can do it for the rest of your life, I'm all for it. But that's what it is. It's the rest of your life, because once you stop and you introduce carbs back in, it fills up those fat cells again, and you gain the weight back plus more. You have to, and that goes for every single nutrition plan out there, right? And that's why I'm all about balance. You have to, right here, you have to learn how to balance this. Now, if you have something like Lisa, struggles with diabetes and her doctor has recommended a certain amount of carbs, but of course healthy carbs, right? She can't just go out and eat a ton of bacon and expect to lose weight. And even on keto, you still have to be in a deficit to lose weight. You can't be eating 500 or 1,000 calories more and lose weight. But then beyond the weight conversation, we're talking about muscle. We're talking about toning. We're talking about our organs and our heart. Like those two things should trump body fat and muscle anytime. Are your organs healthy? Is your heart healthy? Because without those two things being healthy, you're not going to have a healthy, long life anyway. Beth, I couldn't agree with you more on the subject. I'm getting fired up too. Woosah. We lose weight fast, we gain it back fast and more because we just are on this roller coaster of wanting to try all these crazy things instead of just thinking, all right, my goal is to just have a 500 calorie deficit and eat mostly off of the green and yellows list and the red list occasionally. Have you ever experienced anything different than this? If you've done rapid weight loss, have you been able to keep it off? My weight loss, my 100 pounds, took me 18 months to 2 years. That wasn't rapid. That wasn't rapid by any means. In the beginning, it was faster because I had so much more weight to lose. But by the time I got to my final goal, I was only losing a 1/4 pound to a 1/2 pound every couple of weeks because my deficits weren't as low. But how many of us want to go back to when we were losing the 2, 3, 4 pounds a week? It's impossible. We have to somehow get that out of our minds that that's the way it should be. It's not, and it's not healthy. Lisa, yes, I have to check ketones and blood pressure several times a week and blood sugar. It's not enjoyable for her, but it's the diabetes is what she has to do to keep the weight off, right? Or to try and keep a healthy body weight. What is your expectation of how much weight you should lose? Where did that come from? You have an expectation of how much weight you should lose in a month. Where did that expectation come from? I know you can say, well, Roxanne, you guys advertise to lose. Yes, it's marketing. It's marketing. This month we threw $1,000 at the marketing prize to get people in. The goal is to get them in, teach them something, hopefully have them fall in love with the journey again and join us. The goal is not to give you false expectations of what you should be losing in weight in a month because I'd rather have you losing healthy body fat than weight. Now, go back 3 months. What are your results? Take the scale weight out, take the size out, take the inches out, go back 3 months. What are your results? Do you have better sleep? Do you have better energy? How do your joints feel? How do your clothes feel? How do you feel on the gym floor? Go back 6 months. Take out the weight and the size. When COVID first hit, people went off the rails with their nutrition and alcohol. And we would get emails on the weekly saying, now that I'm at home, I'm not getting any stronger, I'm getting weaker. It's impossible. Just because you went to the gym physically didn't provide something for your body that you can't get at home. What's changing is what you're fueling your body with. But we play these mind games. We think, I can't go to my home gym and get any stronger. Have you seen these guns? They haven't changed in 18 months. I'm sorry. What is that? That was what is that called? The shameless. But I'm serious. Nothing changed. Maybe you do have lighter weights, but I guarantee you probably weren't doing what you were supposed to be doing at the gym anyway. You were probably lifting heavier, battling injuries, not thinking about the muscle to squeeze, not focused on you, focused on the person to your left, focused on the person to your right. I see it all the time. I see people pushing themselves at gyms and gaining weight because it's not what's happening on the gym floor that's truly going to bring you results. It's going to be what happens in the kitchen. You want lean muscles? They're going to happen in the kitchen, then on the gym floor. Never on the gym floor, then in the kitchen. It's always in the kitchen. It's always in the kitchen. We have to learn to work on this first. Always, always, always. Because what happens on the gym floor is complementing what happens in the kitchen. Can you do what you've accomplished in the past 3 months and 6 months? Can you duplicate it? Take the weight and the size out. Can you duplicate that feeling of getting up in the morning and having energy? That feeling of not having that afternoon crash? The feeling of the joints not hurting? Can you duplicate that over and over and over again? All right, I got a couple comments here. I often wonder when people yo-yo weight loss back to weight gain, what does that do to our body all around? Nothing good. And actually, it's probably that visceral fat that surrounds the organ gets stronger. It gets resilient. People will say, why can't I lose weight? It was so easy last time. Your body becomes resilient. You're breaking it. When we yo-yo diet, when we undereat and overeat and undereat, we're breaking it. We're breaking our metabolism. We're breaking everything. We have to learn to allow the slow fat loss to happen while doing all the things that are right. It's crazy when we don't see something on the scale or don't see something in pictures, how we just want to quit because we forget what we felt like at our worst until we feel at our worst again. And it's a crazy cycle. It's a crazy cycle. Hutzek, I'm so glad the competitiveness of the physical gym is gone. So many trying to be faster or do more reps than the person next to him. Yes, I love what I do. I loved BBF. But that to me was something I just could not get into. Do I have fun razz and chuck about steps? Yes. Do I ever want to feel that somebody next to me is trying to beat me or that somebody next to me wants to push themselves because I'm pushing I don't like that. That isn't for me. I want their journey to be their journey. I want my journey to be my journey. I don't want to compete with anybody. I don't want to feel better than someone, and I don't want to feel less than someone. I just want to do me. And I think that comes with age. I wish that I could say in my 30s I felt that way. I didn't. I wanted to be the strongest girl in the gym. I wanted to do it all. I don't know where that came from. No, I do know where that came from. It came with who I surrounded myself with. That's where it comes from. Now, I just want to do me. I just want to do healthy. I just want to do happy. Let me see here. Heidi, I got more in shape working out at home versus going to the gym. Good nutrition made the transformation. Kirsten, same here. I love that. I love that, my friends. All right, I'm going to finish up my notes here. So I'm going on 20 years of this journey. I'm still learning. If you ever follow anyone, do I say I'm an expert? I don't say I'm an expert because I feel like science is changing. I feel like the older I get, my body is changing. How can I be an expert on a 50-year-old body when I haven't even gotten there yet? How can I be an expert on hormones and menopause when I haven't even gotten there yet? I'm not an expert. But I will teach you everything I have learned, how my successes happened and how my failures have happened. I will share everything with you. I am an open book. I feel like we're learning everything together. I'm still learning new things. When you believe you have nothing new to learn, you're probably going to be the hamster in the wheel, not getting anywhere because there's always something for us to learn. Now, that doesn't mean you can't take the wins as they happen. I see people say, I can't score myself a 10 because I could always be better. If you did good today, take the win because you don't know what tomorrow brings. You don't know what tomorrow brings. Life is ever changing. It's ever changing. I'm living a life now without any children in my home. This is a whole new experience for me. You guys with kids that are in sports and all, that's a whole new life for you right now. Life is ever evolving. We have to learn how to grow and change with that, right? Heidi, 10,000 hours of doing your job makes you an expert. Is that a fact? Is that a fact? All right. I can say I'm an expert on a lot of things. I never want to let that go to my head. Ever, ever, ever. I never want to think I'm so far beyond somebody else that I can't help you. I said something to Chuck yesterday. And I want to be the everyday woman who is leading the everyday woman. I don't want to make you believe something that isn't. I don't want to lead you down this crazy path. You know, like I said the other day, now that I said it out loud, I can't tell you how many ads I've seen for 10-minute abs. Buy my ab program this, ab program that. I don't want to lead you to believe that something like that is possible in 5 minutes a day without changing this and getting your kitchen stuff right. I don't ever want to do that. I am the everyday woman, leading the everyday woman. I'm the 45-year-old woman who's dealt with thyroid issues, I've tried keto, paleo, vegetarian. I've tried it all so that I can teach you. And what I have found is there's no diet like balanced nutrition. Don't believe the hype, my friends. Now, if you're doing something because you feel like you have to for your own health issues, I totally get it. I'm not bashing on anything. But just make sure that whatever you're choosing to do, you're choosing it for the right reasons and not rapid weight loss reasons, because that will only get you so far, my friends. All right, I see a comment here. BBF has guided me to make great changes in my life. Forever grateful. I love that so much. You guys are all amazing. So now what I wanted to say at the end of yesterday too, after all of the passion we've had, is take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Make sure you're enjoying this journey. Make sure you're not trapping yourself inside this little box. You know, when Chuck and I get up on the soapbox and we're preaching to you and we're passionate and we're trying to get all of our nuggets out, just remember that this is a journey for the rest of your life. We want you to enjoy it. We want your children to see you enjoying it. We don't want your children seeing you miserable and sad because you can't sit down and have a bowl of popcorn at the end of the night. Those are probably not the things that got you overweight. Or when you're like, I can't eat that banana. I don't want you trapped inside that sad little box. It's finding balance, and it's not trying to rush a result. It's happily accepting what your body is bringing to you every single day. All right, just be aware of it, my friends. And remember, pat yourself on the back for every single win that you have. Just put on my new Hey Dudes. I earned by hitting my daily workout goal. Today, I think I saw 3 people who hit their workout goals. We had a 90-day accountability challenge, and people are now starting to hit it. So those are it, right? When is the last time you strung out an accountability challenge like that and hit all your goals? That is longevity. That is what we want to do again, over and over and over. All right, my friends, I'm calling it today. I love you all. Join Coach Chuck and I tomorrow on I was going to say the noon nugget, but it's the 7 a.m. coffee nugget. I love you all. Take a deep breath and appreciate how far you've come and the changes you've made. I love you all, my friends.